Okay, one Passover, this is the Yom Yom. This is sayings by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. One Passover, Rabbi HaYom Avram, he was one of the first Rebbe's sons. He went to his brother, who was the middle Rebbe, to say Good Yom Tov. Rav HaYom Avram, now there's two brothers. One went to the other to say, Rav Chaim said that on that occasion that the Alter Rebbe had said on Pesach, a person does not give a person one, he said, the first Rebbe of Chabad said, on Passover, it's our custom that if you visit someone else, you don't offer him food and drink. You don't offer him food and drink because people are very, very strict on Passover, and people usually do not eat in other people's houses on Passover. Hasidim we're talking about. It's what we call a crazy stringency, but that's what Passover is. Passover has this strange law which says that chametz is forbidden. You know what chametz is? Chametz is bread, regular, normal, healthy bread that we eat every day, right? Shabbos is a big mitzvah, Yom Tov, big mitzvah to eat bread. On Passover, some people don't even say the word. But if you have a little crumb, the tiniest crumb of chametz, of bread, or any bread product, a cookie or something like that, and it gets mixed up in a huge vat, a huge the pot, which is big enough for the whole Israeli army, right? It's got 1 million gallons of cholent in it. And one little tiny grain of cookie falls in, the whole thing is forbidden. The whole entire business is forbidden. That's the law. A whole entire business, it's Isser b'mashu, even a little tiny bit. It's not negated. In 60, it's not negated. The whole entire thing is forbidden. So we see that the whole holiday is a crazy holiday. If that's the law. And right after, the day after Passover, you can eat as much bread as you want to. Absolutely no problem. So the whole holiday is based on a very crazy idea. And it's also based on the idea that the Jews are different from everybody else, that God took the whole entire Jewish nation out of Egypt and gave the Jewish nation his Torah, separated the Jews from everybody else. Right? So the whole thing is just, it's crazy. You know, Jews, and when we got the Torah, there's like a Jew, you know, lights, you turn on the light on Shabbos, so that the punishment is death. There's nobody gets killed because of things like that, but God is unhappy with the Jew going against the Torah. And he says the punishment is, you know, I'm not going to punish you, but the fact is you're lucky because the punishment is really death. The court is supposed to, you know, death from heaven, death, whatever. So a non-Jew that turns on a light on Shabbos, well, he can turn on a light anytime he wants to. In fact, that's one of the things they tell a convert is a person wants to convert to Judaism. They say, listen, it's not worth your while. You know, people are not going to like you. You're going to be unpopular. You can't get married to whoever you want. You won't be able to eat whatever you want. You won't be able to do whatever you want to. If you light a light on Shabbos, it's punishable by death. And there's all these restrictions you're going to have. Don't do it. Okay, so one of the restrictions, the father of all the restrictions, is Passover, the birth of the Jewish people. So the custom is people don't eat by other people. Nowadays, the custom is really sort of, how do you say, not observed that much, but nevertheless, that's the custom. So there's Pesach, on Passover, we do not offer, please have something to eat, because then the person will feel embarrassed, that, you know, I don't want to eat, I'm not going to eat by you. So, but the guest may help himself. You can help yourself. Everything is, you go to somebody else's house, you can take whatever you want to, but you're not supposed to offer the other person to eat. Okay, let us now have a story. I'll give you a story.
You did that HaYom Yom for tomorrow?
Oh, you want the Yom Yom for tomorrow also? That's not a bad idea, you know? Okay, let's do the Yom Yom for tomorrow. Here we go. Because you won't be here for tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow and also the day after, you won't be here. Right? We won't have a class.
And Thursday.
Thursday also. Good. All right. Thank you. Thank you. As usual, you have the on-spot. Let's see one second. Here we go. Did it do it? No. It is the custom in Lubavitcher to stay awake, oh, very good, on the night of the 7th day of Passover, tonight, as well as on Shavuot. That's going to be another 50 days, and also on Hoshana Rabbah. Hoshana Rabbah, that's at the end of Sukkot. And by the age of 9, this is the previous Rebbe saying, by the age of 9, I did not go to sleep. One second. No, it says, beginning at the age of 9, I did not go to sleep on the 7th night of Passover. You should study Torah the whole night. That's what you do, study Torah the whole night. There's no book of, like on Shavuot, there's a book written by the Chida that has all these little snippets of the beginning and the end of each book of the whole Tanakh. And we read that, but on Hoshana Rabbah, we don't. You just stay up all night and learn the Torah. Okay, let us do that was tomorrow. Now let's do the day after. That was Wednesday. This is Thursday. Thursday. The Baal Shem Tov used to eat 3 festival meals on Acharon Shel Pesach. That's by you. People outside of Israel, they have Acharon Shel Pesach. They have an extra day added on. He would add on, the Baal Shem Tov called the 3rd meal the Moshiach MEAL. Right? Acharon Shel Pesach, the day after Passover. This is and outside of Israel, it's also a holiday. It's the day for the Mashiach Suda, because on this day, the radiance of the Mashiach shines openly. That was the day that the Yam Suf, when the Yam Suf split. In 1906, there was a new procedure for the Pesach in the yeshiva in Tomchei Tamimim in Lubavitch. The 5th Rebbe of Chabad, he established the Chabad institutions called, called Tomchei Tamimim. And he made a new thing that in the yeshivas, they would eat all their Passover meals together in the study hall. There were 310 pupils present, seated at 18 tables. My father, this is the previous Rebbe saying, he was talking about his father, who was the one who founded the yeshivas of Chabad, Tomchei Tamimim. He ate the Acharon meal, the last day of Passover, the additional day outside of Israel. He ate together with the yeshiva students. He ordered that everyone should drink 4 cups of wine, and he declared, this is the meal of the Mashiach. This is the Mashiach Suda. And we make a big meal tomorrow. Tomorrow after, at the end of the holiday, we make a big meal, drink 4 cups, sing a lot of nigunim songs. God bless you all. Have a happy Passover with Mashiach now. And I'll tell you a story. Let's just stop this. Very good. Okay.